beverage. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Get a little bit of water here.
My mic is on. Ain't it? His mic's not on.
It was. Should be. Unless I made a mistake here.
Two, three, four, five, six. Can y'all hear me? Thank you. Cool. You're welcome.
right. Wow.
That was
I really like
a
that.
new open.
That was a new
was
open right
special.
there. Yeah. We have the whole crew there.
Yeah.
David, you made an appearance in that one,
Wow, that's nice. So, because here I am.
and you're always here on Wednesdays.
Well, because it is hump
There
day.
you go, man. You know how
I
we
don't
do
know.
It. Yeah.
Right.
We just need to have you here full-time Wednesday, David. For
Hump day.
Yeah.
Mike,
But
Mike,
no,
Mike,
a lot
Mike,
of credit.
Mike.
A lot of credit to Alyssa.
I see
there
that
for
camel
putting
walking
that together.
through. That's all we need. I see the camel. Where's that camel?
Oh man, what was that for? Was it like Geico
It
or
was a
something like that?
Geico
It was
commercial.
insurance?
It was an insurance commercial. I
Yeah.
don't remember which one.
Good times.
Mike. What day is it? Oh,
Hump day. It is
Hump
hump day.
day.
Yeah. Shout out to we call her super producer Alyssa for putting that intro together. That was really
that's
nice.
nice. Yeah.
That was very nice. First
Good
time I've ever
stuff.
seen that.
But
But
y'all fired up for
KSAT News Now and Hump Day.
a hump
There you
day?
Well, we have a lot to get to this morning,
Yeah, we do.
David. This morning, a music superstar is honoring the Uvalde victims at an award show last night.
Man, this was awesome last night
Yeah.
to see this music superstar actually talk about the victims, and
Yeah.
and it was a special moment. So we'll have that for you in just a second. The most Googled search term of 2022.
Okay.
What do you think that is?
Well,
Google the most.
I mean, I know what it is, but I was surprised because it's not something that I personally ever Google. But how about, I mean, we will reveal the word.
I didn't look,
here. Oh,
'cause
you
I
haven't
wanted to be
seen it?
surprised.
Oh, okay, you haven't seen it yet. All right, well then we'll find out. We'll get your take on that here in just a little bit. As you know what, it's always the end of the year, these like wrap up things that they do, a lot of these like end of year lists. They're always
Yeah.
kind of fun to go back.
That's,
see
yeah,
what they got.
to see what happened over the last 12 months.
Exactly.
See what we can actually remember what happened. Over the
Yeah,
last
I know,
12
I know. Can't even remember last week, let alone from January.
Yeah.
But David, we start with some big local news here with the latest into District 10 Councilman Clayton Perry. San Antonio police filed an at-large case of driving while intoxicated against Perry with the Bexar County District Attorney's Office following an investigation into a hit and run on November 6th.
So now it's going to be up to the DA's office to determine how to move forward in the case against Perry, but it's unclear when that decision is going to be made. The office issued a statement that read in part, the information now being reviewed by prosecutors to determine if the cases can be proved beyond reasonable doubt.
All right, so that's big right there. So if accepted, this information will be filed and the case will be sent to court for prosecution. So a first-time DWI charge is considered a Class B misdemeanor, which carries a maximum fine of $3,000 and a 6-month jail sentence.
San Antonio City Council called a special meeting on November 14th. That's when they issued Perry a vote of no confidence, scrapping calls for him to resign. He was replaced by Mike Gallagher, who previously represented District 10 from 2014 until 2017 after Perry took a temporary leave of absence. He announced that back on November 14th.
Yeah, and this is just the latest here with the councilman, and we figured we'd been asking for days with SAPD about some of these potential DWI charges, so now we have an answer there, and it's going to go to the DA's office.
Yeah, and this is going to go long into next year.
Yeah,
more than likely.
probably, yeah, absolutely.
So at least deep into January before
Yeah.
they come up with a decision and actually proceed with whatever that decision
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
So-
still a lot of things that need to be sorted out with this investigation. But David, we now go on to Uvalde here, where interesting interview here with Lee Waldman, KSAT reporter, as the Uvalde mayor there sat down with KSAT 12 for the first time since a lawsuit was filed by the city against County District Attorney Christina Mitchell.
Very interesting lawsuit because the lawsuit is surrounding the release of records and videos for an independent investigation of the Uvalde Police Department. Don McLaughlin said every law enforcement agency has been given access to records except the city.
Yeah, he mentioned DPS, Border Patrol. Obviously, the county has been given access to videos and things of that nature. And he said that they need answers here. This is the mayor, Don McLaughlin, to go through their own police department and make changes that need to be made, including holding officers accountable.
The mayor also says Mitchell is withholding materials like body cam video audio from responding law enforcement agencies, so they cannot move forward.
Yeah, and in previous statements, Christina Mitchell has said that the release of this information would impact her criminal investigation into that shooting at Robb Elementary. And of course, Mayor McLaughlin there hoping that this lawsuit gets them in front of a judge and that they can get their own investigation back on track. But now we have the city and county.
Yeah. Going after each other.
Yeah.
And if this is impeding her investigation, then you would think that at some point she would at least update people on her investigation, where it stands, as to why she's not releasing any of this information, so people can understand where her investigation is, the direction it's going, how long it's going to take. All those questions need to be answered if she's not going to release this information.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the most frustrating parts about this, is that we really have not heard much from the DA's office there. And they've stayed very, very tight-lipped on what it is that they're doing. And as you mentioned there, I think some updates and at least some information related to their case, their investigation would definitely help.
So hopefully they can get this thing solved. Now you got the city and the county going after each other.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's I don't know. It's just
one thing after another
yep,
down there.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right, David, moving on to this story here, the People's Choice Awards. This is really good here. Of course, the spotlight there on Hollywood stars, movies, and music, but also here with a local touch.
I've actually listened to some Lizzo.
Oh, here we
so
go.
I know that's going to surprise a lot of people, but this is what made her really stand out last night. She took the opportunity to share the stage with more than a dozen activists, including the sister of Eva Morales, one of the teachers killed at Robb Elementary.
All right, I need to test your Lizzo knowledge here in just a bit. But Lizzo was honored with the Champion Award for her influence and ability to empower others. So she brought out 17 people who are working to do the same and read each other's names out loud.
Now, when introducing Maggie Morales Thomas, she said her sister Eva Morales was a teacher and a hero who lost her life protecting her students at a school shooting in Uvalde, Texas.
That's right. And Lizzo said, quote, that Maggie is continuing her fight of senseless and despicable gun violence that has become far too common, end quotes. And in a Facebook post before the ceremony, Morales Thomas said that she was going to make sure everyone knows who her sister is.
Well, now millions do.
Yeah, absolutely. And
watched it last night. So.
Well, before we get to your Lizzo knowledge here, I want to say her Eva Morales' daughter, Adeline, posted on Twitter. She posted a clip of Lizzo doing this, and she said, "Lizzo just honored my mama. Thank you so much to my tia Maggie for traveling and being there to honor and continue to fight for my mom. This is so amazing. Eva strong forever. Mama, you definitely shine so bright tonight. Lizzo, you are amazing."
That was great stuff. Yeah, that was a great moment. Great moment for the folks in Uvalde. And great moment for people who have really been paying attention to what's going on down there. So that's nice of her to do that.
Lizzo fan, huh?
Lizzo, well, I don't know. I just, it pops up on the radio and it says Lizzo. And then it says the title of her song, and don't ask me what it was because I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was a fast-moving song. It was a good beat. So
I just think she's so talented. She can play the flute and everything. I mean, she's
played
very
some
talented.
Historic flute from.
Yeah. I saw that.
And she went on stage and did that.
Yeah. I think there's some documentary type stuff that's been following her around. A lot of backstage stuff and her in the studio where she uses a lot of different sounds and instruments. So
she's so impressive.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Man, I should have put a Lizzo-related trivia question today. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. At least I do have a trivia question, right, David?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I know that if David is, co-anchoring KNN, I know that I have to put a trivia question in. All right, so here's today's. What is the full moon that occurs in December called? Beaver moon, strawberry moon, cold moon, or the snow moon? What do we think?
David?
Wow, I haven't heard of this one.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I did my job.
So I've heard of the Beaver Moon simply because Mary Claire Patton, our digital journalist over there, she's a big Beaver Moon fan? Are you a big Beaver Moon fan?
She's like, RJ, what are you talking about?
She's written articles about the Beaver Moon in the past. Okay, she's laughing.
You embarrassed her now.
I think
Poor lady's now embarrassed. What is a beaver moon? Because he thinks you know a lot about a beaver moon.
Okay, I think she's took out.
Onto something.
Yeah, so
she's
she
onto
maybe
something.
just eliminated the first answer there. I think to me the obvious one would be C, cold moon.
Okay, David, what is your?
Well, I'm not going to go with cold moon because you did. So it can't be strawberry moon because that's got to be like when strawberries come out. Beaver moon is like. I feel like I'm in a game show.
This is one of the best trivia conversations we've had in a while, you guys.
You know, it's too early for snow, but snow comes early. When in doubt, go with C. That's what I'm told. Go with C. You said cold moon, right?
I said C, but
cold moon makes
I want to
sense.
go with strawberry moon.
So
for
it
some
can't.
reason.
Okay, so is that your
it can't be
answer?
C because C makes too much sense, and there's no way she's going to put something on there
Right.
that's so simple for us to figure out. Let's go with strawberry moon.
Nice.
What the heck?
All right. Well, if my clicker, there we
Oh.
go.
Oh.
It is
It was the
cold
obvious
moon.
answer.
So the beaver moon is actually
Not beaver.
November. Strawberry,
see.
I think, is June.
Oh.
And
See,
then
that's
this-
what I
Okay,
said
that makes
first.
sense.
Was you got to have strawberries to have
Right.
a strawberry moon, and
Good
there's
job.
no
Your
strawberries
logic
in
was-
You have to have
December.
beavers to have
Yeah.
a beaver moon?
But then,
So
you know,
the
I didn't
cold
wanna
moon,
go-
you're right. It makes too much sense, right? It's
Yeah.
named as such because December is the month when winter truly begins in the northern hemisphere and refers
Okay.
to the season's low temperatures. So the reason why I
That's
brought
kind of
this.
boring though. Cold moon.
Oh, okay. Hey, I don't
came
make
up
up the
with?
rules here.
That's just like, oh, it's cold moon. Well, yeah, duh, it's
Yeah,
cold.
there you go. Anyway,
boy.
so the reason why I brought that up is because the cold moon officially occurs tonight. Moon is becoming full. It's cloudy out there right now. We might find a little bit of clearing later this evening. Moonrise is around 5:13 here in San Antonio. So if we can find some of that cloud cover to break up just a little bit, maybe we'll be able to see the December cold full moon out there later this evening. So we'll keep eyes on that. But yes, until then, it is so muggy out there. This theme of warmer than average temperatures this week continues into this Wednesday. Taking a look at dew points out there, you can just feel that stickiness when you do step outside in the 60s. Those temperatures have been able to warm into the 60s and some 70s out there right now for most of Bexar County. 73 officially this hour over at the airport, but on the south side of the county at 78 at Stinson. Some 60s though up in the hill country here late this morning. Because of that humidity in the air, those temperatures once again warmer than average into this afternoon. Around 80 degrees is that forecast high here in San Antonio. For reference, our average high for this time of year is 66 degrees. So we're much warmer than where we should be. It will still be muggy if you're stepping out for any Wednesday evening plans. Temperatures falling through the 70s. Again, we'll monitor if we can find a little bit of clearing later this evening, but the cloud cover is expected to once again take back over tonight and copy and paste these conditions throughout the second half of the work week. We've got more morning chances to find some fog and some drizzle out there. Temperatures still very warm. You'll feel the humidity from start to finish. We're starting off in the 60s over the next several mornings, and then temperatures climbing into the upper 70s and low 80s, and even more cloud cover takes us into the weekend. So this is the first full week of December, and it's not really feeling a whole lot like it. We'll monitor for maybe our next front early next week to try and change some of that.
It's getting kind of boring.
It is.
I don't really like it. I like more of the December.
Yeah,
normal
more of
weather. I
that
want it a little bit
festive
colder.
feel.
Oh, so you're good. I don't know. I just
Bring
don't
it
like
on,
that.
man. It's December.
Yeah, I want.
with
I
the
like
cold
the
moon.
cold.
It's the cold moon.
It's
You
the
need
cold
the cold
moon.
moon to bring us some
How
cold
can you
weather.
enjoy a cold moon if you can't even like have a fire in the
We
fireplace?
should call it like the muggy moon or something.
That's
The
it.
muggy
Just
moon.
because-
Muggy moon.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's a little humid
Yeah.
out there.
Gonna
So.
have
Yeah,
to
it's
submit
nasty.
that one.
Yeah,
So when's it going to cool down? Ever?
it will. Yes.
Okay.
We just need to get a substantial front in here. So,
Substantial front.
a significant front.
Mm-hmm.
You see anything on the horizon?
Maybe next week.
On the horizon.
Maybe next week.
There
There's
we
a
go.
tease.
There we
We
go.
got to get
Nice.
through the
I
next
like
few
it.
days
I like
first.
it.
So yeah.
I like
So
that.
check back. We'll
Yeah,
monitor
Mia
that.
hanging out on the Bro Show.
On the
today.
Bro Show. Thank you for letting me make an
yes.
appearance.
You know what
That
today
was a
is?
great trivia question.
What is today, David?
It's Wednesday. You know what that means?
Yes, I know what that means because I heard you say it like 5 times earlier.
I want to hear you say it.
It's hump day. There you go. Just for you. There you go. Thank you both.
Okay. Are you a Wordle player, Mia?
So I was like right whenever Wordle
Yeah.
came out.
Oh, don't start
and
with the
then,
word.
And then I kind of trickled off. And I don't play it near David.
He just walked off. All right.
I know,
Well, that's
because-
going to lead us to our next story.
Yeah, because this is the next thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
You know who's Wordle players? Justin
yeah.
and Ursula have this
Yep.
like daily competition on
Yep.
Wordle.
Wordle?
Wordle, Justin,
You just did a fist pump.
Ursula, right? Wordle. Don't you two go at it every day? Oh man, they love Wordle. What's the other
Yeah,
one?
so
What's the other one? Quordle or something.
Purtle, that was the
Sure,
NBA one.
there's
Yeah.
Ursula going, I am better than Justin.
So the reason that we're talking
So why
about
are we talking
Wordle
about
so
that?
much at this point is
Yeah.
that so Wordle actually was Google's most searched term in 2022. So this is from Google Trends. They released the search roundup, and yeah, there were some other here in the top 10 list. We'll go through those in just a little bit. But Wordle Number one, David.
So if you
Number one in the
remember,
hearts.
last year, towards the end of the year, Wordle became really popular because it was purchased by the New York Times. And that's
Okay.
when it just really exploded and people just went nuts with this Wordle thing.
Yeah, absolutely. As we
So my
just
question
mentioned
is
a couple here.
Wordle ever a word in Wordle?
I don't think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That'd be like a real sort
Well, it's
of
got 6 letters, so it's
weird
only a
meta
5-letter
thing
word, right?
going
1,
on.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4. No, it's got 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's
5,
6.
6.
So the game developer here tells the Washington Post that he actually attributes the success to Wordle's ability to stay relevant, includes words that were current and fresh in people's minds. So Wordle, David, takes the top prize for most search, but
Wow.
there's a lot more here. Let's see, what else? Election results. That was
Election
the most
results.
Search term. Then celebrities that we lost here.
Was
Betty
election
White, that's
result?
the
Wait,
one
wait. So this is a flaw in the survey. Is election results a term, or is it what they were looking for? They were looking for election results.
I think it's just most searched. So I think if
Seems
you
so,
just
okay.
like put it into
So,
the search engine.
So
yeah,
people
that-
put in election results.
Yes.
That was one of the top things they put in.
Yes.
Of course, we had the midterm elections this year. so-
Right, yeah, absolutely. And again, this always brings me back to these celebrities that passed away. Obviously, we just saw Kirstie Alley pass away, but Betty White, I forgot about that. Was that one on New Year's Day or like?
Yeah, that was-
early-
yeah, like-
that was like early.
New Year's Eve.
So then it would have been the most searched starting
Yeah.
January 1st.
Starting January 1st. so,
Queen
yeah.
Elizabeth, Bob Saget.
No,
Also.
not surprised there. Here's one that's kind of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, yeah, because of
the Netflix
Yeah,
series, I
yeah.
guess. So people started because there's so many people that really don't know who Jeffrey Dahmer is,
Mm-hmm.
or might have heard of his name, or wasn't real familiar with him and what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So they started Googling Jeffrey Dahmer because of that Netflix series. That was weird.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of lottery stuff here, Mega Millions, Powerball numbers, Ukraine, obviously, that was one of the most searched terms. As far as people, I'm looking at an article now in USA Today. Johnny Depp was the number one people searched because of his very high-profile trial with Amber Heard.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah, that one was the one
Yeah.
where I was like, oh yeah, Will Smith, Chris Rock.
See, now this number 4 is interesting because it's Antonio Brown. But remember, Antonio Brown threw his uniform up in the stands.
Yeah,
basically,
that's when
and
he just
walked
ran
off
off
the middle
the
of a
field.
in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
When he was with the he was with
He was with
Cleveland,
Tampa
right?
Bay.
No, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and he was walking. They were
Yeah.
playing in New York, and he was just like, yeah, he threw his jersey and his gloves and everything in the stands.
Interesting. Chris Rock.
Chris Rock, yeah, obviously, wow.
Yeah. Carrie Lake was the lady who was running for governor of Arizona.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So,
then Adam Levine. Why is
Yeah.
Adam Levine?
well, he was caught up in some scandal, David.
Oh, okay.
He's the lead singer of Maroon 5.
Apparently, I wasn't reading page 6. on that day.
Yeah, he's caught up in a
Missed that one.
little bit of scandal
Sorry.
there. Yeah, very interesting stuff. So
Good
you can
stuff.
check that out.
There you go.
Google's most searched terms. We talk a little bit about sports. Of course, bro show.
Well, got to do a little sports.
Gotta do a little
don't we?
sports.
So is he staying or going?
Ooh, if I stay or should I go? Yeah, there we go.
We're
The
talking
Clash,
about
I think-
Frank Harris, the
Frank
quarterback
Harris.
for UTSA, who seems like he's been there a couple of years or more.
Yeah.
But he's had it, man, this guy, you talk about a great college career. He's had a great college career, but he's got this huge announcement coming up today.
Mm-hmm.
And when we saw this, we said, okay, what's this announcement about?
Right.
Is he staying? Is he going to go and try to get in the NFL? What's he doing? And then you see the list of guests at his announcement. You go, that's even more.
Yeah, yeah. So that list includes current judge, still Judge Nelson Wolf, Bexar County Judge-elect Peter Sakai, Bob Wills, part of
Yeah.
the PM group, and also Harvey Najim, right?
Yeah, Bob Wills is one of them who put together a package for some of the UTSA players, right?
Yes.
So you got to figure that if you were going to be guessing at what he's going to do, he's probably going to stay for his senior season because he's announcing some kind of big, what is it? It's
Some
name,
sort of
likeness,
NIL
and
deal,
image,
probably, yeah.
NIL deal. So that
Well,
he's
that'll
got,
be
so.
great news for UTSA fans
Ooh,
because
yeah.
Frank Harris has done some amazing things,
Yeah.
back-to-back conference champions for the Roadrunners.
And we
there.
know
So
that
we'll see what
Jeff
happens.
Trailer has been begging people to stay and
yeah,
support these
yeah.
kids, and
Yeah.
let's keep this thing going. So 2 years in a row winning the, and don't forget on Friday night, big party downtown for them.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too. At the
Yeah.
it's a river parade, right? Celebration for them winning the conference championship this past Friday.
And
so.
then the soccer team involved in that too. I believe so.
Oh, really? Okay, that's good.
I believe so.
Good to know that. All right. So, well, we'll wait for that Frank Harris announcement. We're actually going to stream that, I think, on our website. So make sure that you check that out. All right, David. Hump Day. We did it.
Hump Day.
All we need is the camel.
We did. Yeah, we got to use the camel
like
over here on Wednesdays.
Camel animation. Just
Yeah.
walk through when you're here.
Just walking through.
All right,
y'all.
guys. Thank you very much for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.
See you at noon on KSAT 12.